So do you also want to automatically summarize the text in the images? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to generate textual summarization of image using an AI agent. So over here I am running a chain of hotels, and when my guests leave I give them a feedback form. So this is a handwritten feedback form and we scan it and add that into our Google Drive, and then further my AI agent generates a summary from that feedback form and we send that summary on our Google chat towards our team so that we can improve. So to do this we are simply going to create a connection between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Chat, and to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll walk you through how to build an AI agent that analyzes images and generate a clear, concise text summary. So to do this we are simply going to open a new tab, and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here we're just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in, and once I'm just going to click on the sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now, and as soon as we're just going to click on this access now, it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account. And over here to start with this automation we simply have to click on this create workflow. Now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here on my dashboard you can see multiple folders I have already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder you can go to this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created mine, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations, and now I'm just going to name my workflow as this: generate textual summarization of image using an AI agent. And then we're simply going to click on this button which says create, and once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started I'm simply going to select my trigger application. So for my trigger application I'm simply going to select it as Google Drive because I'm just going to upload the feedback forms right over here in my Google Drive only. And now for the trigger event I'm just going to select it as new file in a specific folder and click on this connect. Now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Drive account you can go towards this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then you have to click on this sign in with Google. You have to select your Gmail account. Pabbly is going to ask you for some permissions, so you can simply select those permissions and give Pabbly all the permissions because your data is secure with Pabbly. I've already connected my Google Drive account, so I'm simply going to go towards this select existing connection and then save. And once I'm just going to click on this save, with this we have to successfully connect our Google Drive, and now it's asking me to select the folder or the subfolder. So as you can see the name of my folder is handwritten feedback, so I'm just going to select the same which is handwritten feedbacks. So you have to keep in mind that the folder you're selecting should be a shareable one. So what do I mean by shareable one? You have to go towards the folder name share and then once again towards this share, and over here the general access should be anyone with the link and editor only. It is really important, otherwise your AI agent will not be able to read your document. And after selecting the folder I'm simply going to click on this save and send test request. But before clicking on this save and send test request I'll just let you know that Google Drive is a polling based application. So polling based application means that this application will not check for new data instantly. It is going to take some amount of time to check for the new data, and over here in the case of Google Drive it is saying the trigger will check for new data in 10 minutes. So once I'm just going to click on the save and send test request, Pabbly is going to capture the last response or the latest response made in my Google Drive. So what I'm just going to do is I'm first just going to open my Google Drive, now do the test submission. I'm just going to upload the feedback form right over here. I'm just going to go towards this new file upload, and I'm just going to upload this image right over here, which is this feedback form. You can see that this is a PNG file which is an image. All right, so now after uploading this, with this we have successfully completed the test submission, And now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request so that we can capture the response for the same right over here. And as you can see that we have successfully received the response for the same right over here. You can also see the name, which is feedback form PNG. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now I'm just going to move on towards my action. So now I'm just going to select my action application as my AI agent, which is OpenAI. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as extract content from PDF/image. And now I'm simply going to click on this button which says connect, and now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can simply click on this button which says select existing connection and then save. But if you have it, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text. And it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get the API key that you need to enter here. So I'm simply going to go towards my OpenAI API key page to get the API key. And after coming over here towards this page, I'm simply going to go towards this create new secret key. You have to enter your key name, select the project, and click on this create secret key button, and your key will be created. I've already created my key, so I'm simply going to paste that key right over here and click on this button which says save. And with this, we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. And over here, I'm just going to select the OpenAI model, which is GPT-4o Mini. You can select any another of your choice. And now it is asking me for the PDF URL. So I'm simply going to add the PDF URL, but we are not going to add it manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we are just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Drive as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are just going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm simply going to map this web content link right over here. And now it is asking me for the prompt. So I'm simply going to enter my prompt right over here. So yes, you can see that we have successfully entered the prompt, and I'm just going to move on further. Over here it is asking me for the structured output. So this is not the required field, so I'm just going to leave it as blank and click on this blue button which says save and send test request. And once we are just going to click on this save and send test request, my AI agent is going to extract the content from this image, and then automatically it is going to summarize the content and write a message for Google Chat of that content. So yes, you can see that we have received the positive response, and over here you can see the message which we have received, which is demo user had an excellent stay at our hotel. So as you can see, I'm just going to open this feedback form, and you can see the name of the guest was demo user, and as you can see the name of the guest is demo user and they had an excellent stay. So yes, you can see that it has summarized it correctly. And now I'm just going to send this message to my team on Google Chat. So I'm just going to add another action step, and now for the action application, I'm simply going to select it as Google Chat right over here. And after selecting this for the action event, I'm just going to select it as create message and click on this connect. So yes, now it is asking me for the chat webhook URL. So to get this, I'm just going to open my Google Chat, and as you can see that this is the group in which I'm just going to send the message. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go towards this group name, and from here what we have to do is we have to go towards this space settings, and after coming over here towards this space settings, we have to go towards this apps and integrations, and then towards this webhooks. And now we have to click on this add webhook button, and now it is asking me for the webhook name. So let's say I'm just going to name my webhook as testing right over here and click on this save. And once I'm just going to click on this save, yes, you can see that we have successfully received the webhook URL. So I'm just going to go towards this three dots and copy this webhook URL link, and I'm just going to paste it right over here. And after pasting this, I'm just going to move on forward. I'm just going to map the message which my AI agent generated and click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully sent this message on Google Chat. So I'm just going to open my Google Chat, and as you can see that we have successfully sent this message. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now whenever I'm just going to add a new feedback form response right over here in my Google Drive, automatically my AI agent is going to summarize it and extract the message from that, and then further we are just going to send that message to our team on Google Chat so that we can improve accordingly. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now we don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. Automatically upon uploading this within 10 minutes, the workflow is going to get triggered, and all of this is going to happen. So now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.